All right, so apparently Kendrick and Carti Boy diss Drake. I was listening to it. I didn't catch it. But maybe I wasn't listening good enough. So people was hitting me up. It's like, yo, Kendrick did diss Drake. I was like, oh, for real? So let's see exactly what he said. Now we got Knox Hill. He's going to break it down, and he's going to break it down on how Kendrick dissed Drake in his new songs with Playboi Carti.
What's going on, Hilltop Mafia? It's Willie Knoxville. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, it feels like we've been playing a game of does he love me, does he love me not? Is Playboi Carti going to drop? Is he not? We've been back and forth on this album and the rumors of a Kendrick Lamar feature. Well, it's finally here. And it looks like we actually have multiple Kendrick features, but this is the one that people are already sending me that you all are talking about. So we're up. We're ready to rock. I got a show later, but we got to get this in. So right here, right now, we're going to put this in the scope and see if he's firing shots. People have been saying he's coming back for Drake again. So let's see. Right here, right now, it's none other than Good Credit.
Good credit. Now I'm about to apply for Home Depot credit. Now I got a $35,000 credit.
Hey, we all need that good credit.
We got a temporary receipt. All I gotta do is show her to the cashier, and she gonna let it slide through. All I gotta do is show her to the cashier, and she gonna let it slide through.
Slide through like a credit card, but also the sexual innuendo underneath. Slide through. Hey. Man, Carti loves this like just 808, just bass knocking distortion. All my lips, I can't kiss no hoe. Well, that's one excuse to use. And then before that, he had a smooth, just like lake into water, diamonds, clarity, water, diamonds, flip. Yeah, this song ain't about good credit so far. I'll tell you what though, like I'm not normally a big fan of Playboi Carti, but that was a solid verse. The energy to that, is that the whole verse? Wow, that was a different level. That reminds me of when he just came through on like that and just totally took over. And just like multiple personality Kendrick. You don't need to have other features when you have Kendrick because just his style of delivery and intonation, he just flips his voice in so many ways with so much charisma and personality. It sounds like there's like 8 different Kendricks rapping on the track, but I heard some shots there. I don't even know where to start on this one because I feel like there's a meta theme going on because I heard the list, the ops list. I heard the ops list. I heard it mentioned. And also the way he set up with the ASAP scheme. I think he's talking about the Drake case, and he's alluding to that. And he had a line where he didn't finish it. He didn't continue it. And then the merch it as well. There's a lot to break down here. There's layers to this. I mean, it's Kendrick. This is what we're here for. All right, let's do this. Let's just go step by step. Wow. You gotta be up early for this.
Kids on my body, and that's on my kids. I kid with nobody.
Kids on my body, and that's on my kids. I kid with nobody. Already just the wordsmith and the way that he comes in and starts flipping, man.
You know what this is?
And then kid with nobody. I wonder if there's layers because there's definitely Drake disses in here. Kid with nobody, right? Kids, meet the Grams. We all know about Drake talking about kids, Kendrick Lamar, and what happened there. Pusha T, story of Addy Down. I feel like there's a layer to that, and we're referencing those disses. We're referencing Family Matters. We're referencing things that happen within this beef. I don't kid with nobody. I'm serious, right? This isn't a game to me, right? And he sets it up that way, and then we see where we go from this.
Kids on my body, and that's on my kids. I kid with nobody. You know what this is? The vamps and the boogies, we just do the party.
The vamps and the boogies, right? The vampires and the boogeyman. Who's the boogeyman? Kendrick. That's when he pops out. But also, Vamps, Playboi Carti's fan base. That's a smooth flip off of like vampires and boogeyman versus Vamps as in Playboi Carti, Boogie as in boogeyman, Kendrick Lamar, and then we're boogieing, we're dancing through the party on this.
I kid with nobody. You know what this is? The vamps and the boogies, we just do the party. What you listening to is that? I'm paddock is flooded, but we hold my budget. I lose it on tour. The
paddock is flooded. The watch is flooded, right? I got that bust down watch now, right? The Patek watch. Flipping that, and then I lose it on tour. I wonder if he's foreshadowing what's going to happen, right? He's blowing his budget on his tour. He's going to make sure he's going big with it, but I wonder if there's more going to happen on this tour, right? That feels like some foreshadowing from Kendrick.
I'm a paddock is flooded, but we hold my budget. I lose it on tour. I would have said fuck you too, but you knew that the list was for. Having it my way.
I would have said fuck you too, but you knew what that list was for. You knew. There's only one list that I can think of right now that's going to make Kendrick Lamar start laughing like a maniacal, demonic boogeyman. That's the op list. I would have said fuck you too, but you're the one running around like it's Mean Girls right now, making this little ops list with the passive-aggressive behavior, so I don't even need to say it to you, because you know what that list is for. You're the one trying to say fuck you to all these people that you're upset with. And then he just laughs. That's his rebuttal. That's his response right there. That was smooth as hell. Also, I heard like Paddock could be like on tour, like a stadium Paddock as well that's flooded. So he's flipping it in different ways in terms of what he's doing on tour. But right here, it's just a smooth scheme. You got the Gusher scheme, like red and blue Gushers versus flipping it into red and blue, and then the swag, and then the hang on. There's so much happening. I don't want to lose it.
I lose it on tour. I would have said fuck you too, but you knew that the list was for. Having it.
He kind of gets back into that boogeyman style laugh right there, but then he comes out of it and then he just laughs. I'm hearing peekaboo. All the peekaboo theories that we talked about. Peekaboo at the Super Bowl. Him performing in the X. Triple X Tentacion. I think there's tie-ins there. That was a little bit of a peekaboo ad-lib that he started to lean into right there. And there's a lot of peekaboo boogeyman happening on this track right now with just chess moves being played.
Fuck you too, but you knew that the list was for. Having it my way like Usher, dog, and blue.
And then Usher. She likes it my way. I mean, we're going way back to that one. Having it my way, flipping in the Usher song. Come on. Red and blue diamonds, but also he's bringing the Reds and the Blues. He's been bringing the Bloods and the Crips together throughout. Upscore on you. That's interesting to me because he did the peekaboo laugh and then he upscored. And now I'm thinking about the Super Bowl and I'm thinking about the halftime show. And what was the greater analogy there, right? Kendrick breaking the game. You had the PlayStation controller. You had him performing in the X, in the square, in the circle, talking about the game, and then game over for Drake. So to me, he's upscoring. Like, he's upping his score. He's increasing. He doesn't even need to because he's already won the game. But that is just a symbolic, more abstract reference. I take it as to the Super Bowl, to peekaboo, when he does the peekaboo laugh, and he sets it up before that. Upscoring you like Rucker. Rucker Park, gotta be, right? He's got a place in NYC, so he knows where to ball in Rucker Park. We're talking Harlem, right? Scoring on him, playing the game like basketball, Rucker Park. We got one in DC, baby. Shout out to Berry Farm, right? Soar, got it off the muscle. And what's interesting, hang on, check this out. Drop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm saying, don't that sound like Drake? Now, all that other stuff, I don't know if I necessarily agree with it, but I can see where he's going with it. But one thing that I definitely picked up was that, you know, that drop or that five. I was like, didn't Drake do that? Didn't Drake do that in one of his diss tracks to Kendrick? Yeah, so I knew I wasn't tripping about that.
Drop. What did Drake do? It's tailor-made. What did Drake do on push-ups?
Yeah.
Drop. And he was trying to troll Kendrick. He was trying to goad him into dropping. And that for him was trolling Kendrick. Posing, doing push-ups, dropping and giving 50. Give me 50% of your royalties. Drop. What is Kendrick doing? He's letting you know very subtly where this is going right here. Drop. He's trolling Drake back. And the muscle, the push-ups, muscle versus like having muscle out in these streets and getting it from the muscle. Come on. Flipping slang and then flipping it into just layered ways here.
Having it my way like Usher, dog. Red and blue diamond like Usher, dog. Scoring you niggas like Rucker, dog. I'm sore because I got it out the muscle, dog.
That's it. That's push-up rolling.
Belly on chain go big. White gold link fall on the belly. The emerald cut for hers and his. That bitch on point like ASAP Rally. I'm talking about
belly on chain, right? Like the way that the chain sits, it's got like a belly because it's so heavy. In this case, his chain is just hanging all the way down. I wonder if he's shouting out his PG Lang chain.
Fall on the belly. The emerald cut for hers and his. That bitch on point like ASAP Rally. I'm talking about the numbers.
Right there. I'm talking about He doesn't say it. That bitch on point like ASAP Rally. I take it as one. It's an ASAP Rally diss. That bitch on point. What did ASAP Rally do with ASAP Rocky? Well, he pointed the finger. Right? He tried to snitch essentially on ASAP Rocky, saying that Rocky assaulted him. Rocky shot at him. Rocky with the point at him. ASAP Rally is a bitch, pointing, on point. But who else? Listen.
Belly on chain go big. White gold link fall on the belly. The emerald cut for hers and his. That bitch on point like ASAP Rally. I'm talking about. I take it as he's calling Drake a bitch. And Drake is a bitch who's going to point like ASAP Rally. Why? Because what is Drake doing right now? Drake
snitching. Oh, okay. I see where he go. I see where he's going with this. Okay.
Is having the lawsuit against UMG. He's trying to accuse UMG of inflating streams and unfairly helping Kendrick Lamar. And he says it even later. He lets you know where this is going, talking about the conspiracy theories, because that's what he's saying Drake is doing. Drake is just spinning these conspiracy theories, but really he's snitching like ASAP Rally. We all know how the streets look at that. Look at snitching, and look what happened to ASAP Rally. That's exactly what Drake is doing right now. That bitch on point.
On the belly, the emerald cut for hers and his. That bitch on point like ASAP Rally. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The numbers is nothing, the money is nothing. I really be on my promise.
The numbers is nothing. The money's nothing. It's not about the streaming. It's not about the money. It's not about the numbers. I've been him. You're still not paying attention to our battle, to our beef. You're not paying attention to my critiques. This is about the culture, and I have been him. I'm not the one you want to test. I am him.
Really, I'm talking about. The numbers is nothing. The money is nothing. I really be on my promise. Say, can't even heavy out west, and I carry the weight. I'm Luka Doncic.
And then we all know the trade that has shook the NBA right now. No, I'm not talking about Jimmy Butler, but hey. Go Golden State. Go Steph Curry. But anyways, we talk about the Lakers. We talk about where Kendrick is from. We talk about LA right now. We talk about LeBron hooking up with Luka. The West is heavy. What he's carrying right now. He knows he's on top. I mean, Luka Doncic, right? One of the critiques of him was that he was getting overweight. He wasn't practicing seriously. That's why the Mavs dealt him and got rid of him versus Kendrick's got an arsenal. He's carrying weight. So he's flipping literally having weight like Luka Doncic versus carrying weight in an arsenal out west. And he's got movement, right? He's got movement. He's got the waves. He's got it all right now. Man, it's given. You got the wrong person. That for me feels like the ASAP Rally setup. Taking something to court to deal with it, which is frowned upon. What is Drake doing? Taking something to court. And these conspiracy theories, you got the wrong person. Why are you coming after me? And he talks about the op list before. Follow the breadcrumbs. You see where we end up.
Chicago slang. Which one? Conspiracy theories is given, but I must admit it. You got the wrong person. Hey, bundle in Maine, Chicago slang. Which one of you niggas are merchant? It's interesting. I wonder if there's tie-ins with Drake to Chicago. But for me, the Merchant, what's the significance of what I know for Merchant? You got to find proof. You got to find factual evidence, right? If you're trying to bundle all this, if you're trying to flip it, if this is what you're trying to do and you're trying to deal out in the streets in this way, then you better merch it. You better find me the source of all this. Conspiracy theories, ASAP Relly, taking things to court, the ops list. This is all for Drake. You better merch it right now. You better find those facts. If you ain't coming with facts, we're done here. It's almost like he's daring Drake. He's daring Drake. All right, come with proof. This way is how I should like it. How much hate did he get after the Super Bowl? How much love did he get to for being on top? But there's so many people now trying to run press runs on Kendrick. That's how you should like it. This is how I deal with it. I'm still on top and it's not going to faze me. I'm still on a mission out here. Just this. I've said he's like a warrior monk right now. And he just feels untouchable. And he knows. He knows he's number one. This is that number one verse. That's diabolical the way to say that. That's how you should like it.
Okay. Yeah, so someone told me to listen to his reaction because indeed Kendrick did diss Drake, and pretty much he's dissing him, talking about, him snitching, and him suing him, saying that you got to prove it right. You still don't understand what the battle is about. It's not about the numbers. It's not about all this stuff that you've been talking about. So yeah, he definitely did. He definitely pointed out some things that I didn't catch, and I could see where he's going with it. I don't agree with every single little thing, but 80-90% of it, I could see where he was, where he was going with this. So dope breakdown. I'm sure if y'all have any other people that broke it down in a way to put the pieces together, because we know Kendrick is a person that always leave breadcrumbs and always you always have to think deeper and you have to go back this song and that song. So if y'all know anybody else that broke down this song that might point at something different that he didn't point out, let me know in the comments or follow me on Instagram. All right. But great job breaking this down. Salute to you, Naxil. And yeah, y'all leave a comment down below, man. Did you see where he was going? Did you see what Hill was saying about how Kendrick was dissing Drake, or do you think he was reaching? Y'all leave a comment down below.